Hi guys, long time no see or no speak because I've taken a little bit of time off. I just had some travels, which if you are interested in my daily vlogs and travel vlogs and things going on in my life, I have a vlog channel separate for that content. On this channel, in these videos, you're only going to really see my manifestation content. So also, before we hop right into this video topic about your specific person, I'm a little bit under the weather. I'm just coming out of a cold. It was a mess, but yeah, I'm recovering now and I really wanted to get back into filming because it's been almost a week since I put out any real content. And yeah, so my voice is a little off right now, so just please bear with me for this video, but I'm dedicated. I want to get this video done. So yeah, I didn't want to wait another day, and obviously I got all dressed up today. I went out, so with the makeup on, I thought perfect opportunity, let me try and get a video done. So today's going to be a requested topic talking about your specific person and the differences between movement and things happening behind the scenes versus something's wrong and it's not happening behind the scenes and there's just no positive shifts coming in. So where is the difference? Is there a fine line between the two? And this was specifically requested by Alex666, ALEAX666. So thank you very much for your request. So they're going to get into this topic today, and if you would like to work with me, if you are struggling with your SP manifestation and you'd like some extra support, have questions answered, you can buy some affordable digital products from me that will answer, I think, a lot of your questions and queries, or you can go straight to working with me one-on-one. So everything that I offer will be on screen right now. So let's get into this video now. When would there be a lack of movement versus things just happening behind the scenes? There is a distinction, and this was actually a great video suggestion because there is a fine line between the two, and having the blind faith and trust in the process, in yourself as the person who's actually creating all of these outcomes, in knowing that you're putting in the effort, you're doing what needs to be done, and things are coming together, you just maybe haven't physically seen it yet, versus your reality has no change in it whatsoever, and there may actually be an issue there in how you're going about your thought process. The first point I want to reiterate and remind you guys about is that if you are working on your mindset and working on your manifestation, your SP has to be reflecting that. If your mind is changing, then so is your SPs. You cannot be saturating your own mind and saturating the subconscious with this repetition, these new beliefs and assumptions, and then not have your specific person reflect that back to you and literally change as well. It just doesn't work that way. That doesn't mean the moment you start repeating affirmations or start your manifestation that your SP will then change their behavior. You'll see everything shift. Like, the video subject suggests, this can be behind the scenes, this can be movement, but it doesn't mean that what they reflect to you or what you see is going to literally be that changed version. So if you are changing, there has to be a change happening, but it's important to remember that yes, sometimes this is behind the scenes, it's not quite visible to you, it's things that are happening for them internally. So there is a positive change happening in your favor, in the favor of your manifestation. But as I just said, you may not always see it, and it's also impossible for there to be no change if you really are persisting, if you really are putting in the effort and changing the way your own mind thinks, the way the beliefs that you are holding within your own mind. If those are shifting, then you know that something is shifting for your SP as well. So I'm going to quickly read out something I've written on my phone. It's just a little checklist of examples and mental states that you may go through and thought processes and just things that you may go through that would be a good indication of whether or not you are putting in the right effort, if you are persisting, if things are going accordingly in the way they are supposed to, or whether they're not, one or the other. And that will be a good indication to you of whether you are creating movement or whether there's something in the way you're going about your mindset that is blocking that change. So first is setting aside time for methods. spiraling, questioning, checking the 3D, or panicking. So these are all examples of things that you may be going through mentally. That would be an indication of whether or not movement has been stalled, or there isn't much progress forward. So setting aside time for methods. If you're consistent, if you're persisting, that's literally what it comes down to. The methods of actually taking control of your mindset during the day, not just letting your thoughts flow naturally about your manifestation, but rather harnessing them, controlling them for the most part, in the sense that you are looping affirmations. So the majority of thoughts you have about your SP in this case throughout the day are controlled and positive, the majority, I say. So you set aside, let's say 30-45 minutes a day, and you loop. SP is my partner, SP is my partner, SP is my partner, SP is texting me, SP is texting me, SP is texting me. And you're looping that for a long period of time, and the majority of your thoughts throughout the day about your SP, about manifestation, about relationships are positive and based on what you want, then that's a tick. That's a positive tick, a green tick, that you are in fact putting in the effort. You're persisting every day, you're being consistent and routine, and really, I guess, like drilling into your mind and convincing your mind day by day, this is your reality, this is what your physical reality is showing, that's the behavior that your SP gives to you. So if you're being consistent, that's a really positive sign. You're probably doing everything perfectly. And then, like I said, spiraling, panicking, questioning your circumstances, looking to the 3D, trying to gain validation, and then analyzing and mentally and emotionally reacting in a bad way when you don't see what you want. So if you're getting stuck in these mental emotional states and loops of seeing something negative in your 3D, taking that as the truth, as fact, panicking and constantly spiraling and reacting, and not taking control of your mindset and what you allow yourself to engage with day to day, especially on social media, text messages, things like that. If you're not taking control of that, then yes, it's probably a sign you are delaying movement or slowing down movement slightly, because you're not thinking from the end result. You're thinking from what is showing up in your 3D reality, and obviously in this case, in this example, it would be something negative, or a lack of contact, for example. You're taking all of that as fact and assuming we're not in contact, he or she isn't texting me, it's not moving, why is this not happening, why is that not happening? You're kind of thinking like that, and that obviously goes against what you want. So yes, you are slowing down or potentially preventing movement. If you're persisting but you're still not confident in your manifestation, and you've been persisting, been putting in the effort to some degree, you've been basically looping affirmations or visualizing, whatever it may be, but you're still not confident, you still don't feel like it's possible, it's coming together, movement has to be happening, you still don't believe in it, you don't believe in yourself, and you don't think what you're doing, like the belief that you have, an assumption, is not literally, I'm doing this effort, I know it's working, I know it's coming together, SP is on their way to me, it's all going to be perfect. You don't have those type of thoughts, and you don't feel quite calm or confident, and you've been persisting for a while, then I would say that's also a time to stop and analyze and maybe think about what you're actually doing. What's the quality of your thoughts? What effort have you actually been putting in? Is it enough to manifest the result you want? Have you been putting in the right type of effort? Because that might be the time to analyze and stop and think, oh, do you know what? I haven't been feeling good. I haven't been feeling confident that it's coming together. I've been questioning it. Every day I've had this doubt in my mind, even though I'm looping my affirmations. That might be a little bit of a sign that you want to reflect and stop and actually be more aware, be on a better mental diet, and spend more time being focused on what thoughts are actually going through your mind about your SP throughout the day. So another example would be if it's been a long period of time with no visible sign of change, but you are still in some form of contact with your SP, that would probably mean you are not persisting correctly. So if it's been weeks and you've been trying to spend a lot of time, but your mindset hasn't shifted, you've not felt any better, there's been no internal shifts for you, you don't feel more confident, you're constantly spiraling, but you have some form of contact or communication with your SP, maybe it's school or work or social media, and you've not seen any form of change or sign or bird before land, you know, nothing's changed in your reality or mentally whatsoever, then it would most probably mean that you're not persisting correctly, you're not putting the right amount of effort in, perhaps you're still too focused on the 3D reality. That would also be a time to take a step back and not like overanalyze, but maybe analyze and take a look at what you've been thinking, what you've been doing, not the circumstances, but you yourself and your mindset. Maybe think, okay, how much time do I put in on average per day? Have I been putting in time to affirm? Have I been reacting to circumstances, reacting to their social media, taking on negative comments, things like that? You may want to stop and think about how positive your thoughts actually are. So I'm going to leave you guys with a few reassuring points of circumstances being irrelevant. It doesn't matter what's going on, it doesn't matter what the starting point is. You can manifest that perfect relationship with your SP no matter what. So don't think, oh, my 3D reality showed me this, or they said this to me, we haven't spoken in XYZ, whatever. The period of time and circumstances do not matter. And also you can always get back on track. So even if you have said, listening to this video, oh gosh, yeah, all those negative things she mentioned I've been doing, I realize now that's where my mindset has been. It doesn't matter. You can get yourself back on track at any point. So I hope this video was useful and my gravelly, grainy voice is not too noticeable in this video, but I think this is going to be a really useful video for you guys, and thank you very much for requesting it. Yeah, so do thumbs up, subscribe, turn on the notification bell if you did enjoy this one, and I'll see you next time. Bye!